There we go. Hi, everybody. Adam Savage from Tested here in my cave. And I'm answering some questions submitted by Tested patrons. If you would like to submit a question to me as a Tested patron, well, you can become a Tested patron by following the directions in the comments below. But today's question comes from Aurelio Paz. I'm sorry, Aurelio. I do not know how to pronounce your last name. P-A-E-Z. We all love duct tape, Aurelio says. What is the best duct tape brand for you? I'm partial to Gorilla. I keep a meter wrapped on a used up gift card as part of my everyday carry. Just a curious NASA guy. Aurelio, first of all, that's a great EDC thing to do. Second of all, duct tape. Here's the thing about duct tape. I hate duct tape. I can't stand the stuff. I would never use it under nearly any circumstances. Everything that duct tape is good at, there is something that is better. Seriously. The thing it's the worst at is literally its name. Ducts. It is horrendous on ducts. Don't ever use it for ducts. I kind of know how it got the name duct tape, but I don't know how that stuck because it's singularly awful at sealing ducts. You want to seal up a duct? Duct. If you want to seal up a duct, use some of this Nashua aluminum tape, aluminized tape. This is what you seal ducts with, yes. You want to waterproof a tent? Well, there's some much better camping waterproof tapes. And in that regard, I guess Gorilla's duct tape is a duct tape, but the Gorilla tape is so much more powerful and so much heavier duty that I don't even think of it as the same class of duct tape. Your average duct tape, it just never even comes into my problem-solving brain. But wait! I hear you saying, didn't you make 3 or 4 hours of network television devoted to duct tape? And the answer is yes. And I stand by all of the production we did around duct tape. Because what duct tape was in those circumstances was not a miracle material. In fact, the opposite. Duct tape's amazing utility in the episodes we used it in is that it's not great at stuff, but you can engineer with it, right? So it's like the triumph of engineering over the material. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I can't stand it. It leaves a residue. It rots over time. It dries out and leaves crap on it does not handle being out in the sun very well. Yeah, duct tape is, and I've experienced this across many brands. I'm sure in the comments are people telling me and each other what their favorite brands of duct tape are, and that's fine. When I need a cloth tape, I'm going to go for gaffer tape. Wait, I'll show you some. This is gaffer tape, and this is what the entire film industry runs on. And gaffer tape is like duct tape went to college and learn how to actually do its job. Gaffer tape, also not a permanent solution ever, right? It also can leave a residue on stuff and it dries out, but it's way easier to work with than duct tape. You can buy multiple types of thickness. I like Roscoe's gaff tape a lot. I buy it from our local film vendor here in San Francisco, JCX Expendables. Use them and abuse them. They're not flesh and blood. That was their company motto. And I've been shopping from them for more than 30 years. Yeah. But duct tape. Yeah. Look, I think we use the Nashua brand for all the Mythbusters episodes. And I still have a giant case of hundreds of rolls of it in storage. They're all sealed, so it should be just fine. But I don't have any plans to crack into that just yet. I mean, if the apocalypse happens, sure, I'll make a zombie net out of duct tape. Yeah. But As far as an actual material that I consider part of the palace of my problem solving, duct tape is not in there. Yeah, so narratively, it is the perfect material for the episodes we made because everybody knows what it is. And it also has a kind of a cultural stand-in as the kludge, K-L-U-G-E, one of my favorite words, the kludge solution. Like, kludge it together. We can just wrap some duct tape around it, right? Like, duct tape has a cultural cachet, and we utilize that in the Mythbusters episodes in order to highlight these engineering solutions utilizing this imperfect material. And that thrills me. Like, that's a narrative. That's a narrative approach that I don't find exciting. I love the idea of giving multiple people the same material and asking them to solve the same problem and watch them all solve it in totally different ways. I mean, that is a regular plot we utilized on Mythbusters so that Jamie and I could explore a thing and it less being about the competition of the thing than just looking at two different executions of the same problem. Yeah. It's a terrific question, Aurelio, and it's a totally rational question. And I'm sorry to give you, I think, what is an unexpected answer, that I can't stand the stuff. In my camping bag, I do have about 10 yards of this stuff wrapped around, I think it's a spool of Delrin that I made. But yeah, no duct tape in my EDC. Thank you guys so much. Tested patrons, your questions remain tremendous and awesome. I will continue to answer them in this forum. And again, become a tested patron. It's a great way to support us, and there's all sorts of extra benefits. You can find the instructions in the comments below. But that's enough selling you the thing you're watching currently. Stay safe. I will see you guys next time. Cheers.